I'm excited for our fans, for Clipper Nation. I'm excited for our team to have our own house, our own building, our own energy. We want this to be the penultimate basketball experience on the planet.
The LA Clippers are heading to a new arena next season with some exciting updates. They're bringing a new astonishing logo, court, and uniforms with them. The new look, blending the past, present, and future of the franchise ahead of its move to its own arena in Intuit Dome. Come, let's find out how the LA Clippers are trying to make a terrifying new identity to clip the NBA.
Clippers are rebranding. They're kicking off this brand new era with a new logo, and they've got some new uniforms.
We've been on a long journey gathering feedback and insights from across Clipper Nation. Gillian Zucker, president of business operations for the Clippers and Intuit Dome, said, after sharing Crypto.com Arena, formerly Staples Center with the Los Angeles Lakers since it opened in 1999, the Clippers will break ground at their new $2 billion home in the fall for the start of the 2024-25 NBA season. Intuit Dome will house The Wall, a 51-row section of dedicated Clipper fans, and will welcome the NBA's top players for the 2026 NBA All-Star Game. With the state-of-the-art facility on the verge of opening, the LA Clippers were not done making splashes or waves. The organization announced a fresh rebrand with the unveiling of a new logo, 3 unique jerseys, and a sneak peek of the first court that will grace Intuit Dome when the doors open in October. Your brand is supposed to tell a story. Then your goal should be to invite others into that story so they can then proudly support the team and enjoy donning the merchandise, game day or not. The redesign features a naval blue, ember red, and Pacific blue colorway with the greater focus on the maritime roots of the Clippers' name, which derived from the ship. The primary logo features a sea surrounded by the points of a compass and an oncoming ship with basketball seams. We listened to as many voices as we could and then engaged specialists to arrive at a timeless design that blends bedrocks of our past and our future.
Love the new red coming back, so yeah, like I said, it's exciting.
And how excited are you finally to get your own home next year?
Super excited. It's a beautiful place. It's coming along really well. Ballmer and everybody did a great job.
Our new marks are meaningful and strong, capturing our roots and our aspirations. This rebrand comes at a perfect time for the Clippers, who have dedicated the last several years to carving their own path and forming an identity. From the minute owner Steve Ballmer arrived at the Intuit Dome's groundbreaking ceremony in 2021, it was evident. Things were about to change. Complacency as a franchise was never acceptable to Ballmer. That would have meant staying in the same arena they've had to share for over 25 years and dealing with the scheduling inconveniences that come with it. But complacency would have also meant sticking to the lackluster branding and color scheme that fans were clearly tired of. Perhaps the biggest development though is bringing back the script lettering. Not only does it pay homage to the early 2000s, but it's just incredibly cool to see, and miles better than the font they've been using since 2015. It's not even in the same galaxy really. The red jersey will feature Los Angeles in navy blue, while the blue jersey has Clippers in red font. Naturally, the white will allow them to showcase a nice mixture of both colors. Yes, this does indicate that the Clippers are moving away from having black uniform variants, at least for the initial launch. A large portion of the fanbase was growing sick of the black statement jerseys with the logo everyone couldn't stand. They wouldn't rule out a black version fully of the above jerseys in the future, perhaps for a city edition, since Nike wants to create fresh designs basically every year. But overall, ditching black was a wise choice out the gate. Entering a brand new arena, it's only right to bring some new colors to the table as well. The new global logo will take some getting used to. That's always the case when a major change occurs. However, the level of detail and meticulous approach to this design should warrant applause. It reminds us of Bucks' 2015 logo redesign in a few ways. Milwaukee made sure to incorporate the outline of the basketball in deer's antlers while making it look more vicious. Additionally, the shape of the deer's torso spelled out the letter M, giving it a nice subtlety that might be missed on the first few looks. For the Clippers' new logo, the compass in the middle is connected to the oncoming ship. But if you notice, the compass is pointing to the N in Los Angeles, signifying the franchise is always moving forward. According to the team, the new font is a custom look that's meant to resemble naval typography, sticking with the nautical theme and drilling it home. New fans who started supporting the team in the last decade are probably not aware that the name refers to a ship or sailing vessel from the mid-1800s, but now it'll be front and center. As the team described in its official release, it was important for them to honor the Clippers' origin in the San Diego harbor. But there are some criticisms from the nitpicking fan side. Instead of having the boat resemble a larger cruise ship, they would have experimented with a sailing ship. That might have been tough to accomplish given the size of the logo and the moving forward theme they settled on, but it immediately stuck out as a discrepancy. Would it have been a better idea to rebrand with orange, navy, and Pacific sky blue as the primary colors? Considering the franchise's early identity as the Buffalo Braves and San Diego Clippers was built on the orange and blue color scheme, this could have been an opportunity to revert back. They tested it out with throwback uniforms during the 2021-22 season, and it seemed to be a huge success. Still, the fan reaction was mostly positive, and Paul George recently said they were. The court will also offer a refreshing look when the Clippers move into the Intuit Dome this October. The center logo really pops with the red accents on the floor. The navy encapsulates the court and painted area. Another addition for those who love small details, Inglewood's location is shown through the longitude and latitude along the sideline. In contrast with the Clippers' 2015 rebrand, the execution of this venture is done extremely well. The sheer amount of detail involved doesn't go unnoticed, and it directly correlates to the franchise's history. If the goal was to retain the Clippers' name instead of brainstorming ideas for a complete teardown, it only made sense to embrace the theme. Quite frankly, it's something we don't see nearly as often in the NBA. Teams should lean into what their brand actually means. For some teams, that's hard to do. Take the Thunder, Lakers, Knicks, Jazz, or Nets for instance. All those are either difficult to build a visual identity or campaign around, or they no longer relate to the city because the franchise relocated. You could argue a couple of those need name changes before anything else. But for others such as the Bucks, Heat, Suns, Grizzlies, or Hornets, the logo or colors associated with the team are in a matter of 8 months. The entire Clippers identity will be shifted. From a bland, uninspiring look to having fresh threads and a sleek design to show off. From being co-tenants in a building and sometimes lacking a true home court advantage, to having the most innovative and technologically advanced arena in the world. This was the time for a rebrand. If the team was going to create a new place to call home, it was only right to go all in. Direct representation of the name. Although if Miami ever wants to rebrand, not a soul will be upset if they go down the Vice path. That's a situation where the colorway should take precedence, and then you figure out the rest later. It simply wasn't logical for the organization to be called the Clippers, only to slap a red LA around a gigantic C and call it a day. Objectively, there's simply no way to argue the Clippers didn't take a gigantic step forward in that mission today. Now the Clippers hope to keep making meaningful waves this summer by bringing a Larry O'Brien trophy to the Intuit Dome. The Clippers will roll out new Navy Icon Edition, White Associated Edition, and Red Statement Edition uniforms starting with the 2024-25 NBA season. The team kept the tilted wordmark, but went with a thinner, more straightforward font. So what do you think? Is there anything compelling about the current logo? Comment down your thoughts, critiques, improving suggestions, and more. And don't forget to share this news with your NBA buddies to discuss. For more NBA updates, hit the like button and subscribe.